Yautja Prime is the home planet of the Yautja species, also known as the Predators. In AVP Requiem, it is shown orbiting a binary star system consisting of a G-type star and a smaller red dwarf star. Judging from the numbers of rocks we see in orbit around the planet, it would likely have a ring system. The planet's surface is Earth-like, but with high temperatures, and has at least two major biomes, a dry-hot desert environment and a humid, wet jungle biome. The feral predator from Prey was confirmed to be from the desert region, and the jungle hunter clan are likely from the tropical area. The terrain is mostly made up of mountains and canyons, and intense volcanic activity is present, with the volcanic regions known to contain areas of lethal radioactivity. Its atmospheric composition is almost identical to Earth's, allowing the predators to breathe on our planet, at least temporarily, and the reverse would also be likely. It also has a stronger gravitational pull, giving the Yautja the impressive physical strength they are known for. The architecture of the predator civilization is made up of pyramids, statues, buildings, and other structures, with a similar design language to their hunting equipment. Not much is known about the native life of the world, but there seems to be a plethora of wildlife, including the Calypsos, a flying insectoid, the Vidrak, a winged beast also known as the Phoenix, which spearmasters would craft their unique armour from, and the Quetzal Rige, one of the planet's fiercest creatures, the skin and bones of which are used to create a ceremonial biomask. The most noteworthy, of course, are the Yautja themselves, which are broken down into three known subspecies: the classic predators, super predators, and feral predators. Classic predators are the most commonly seen type, such as jungle hunter, city hunter, and scar. Super predators, a slightly larger type with a different head shape. Examples of this species are berserker, falconer, and tracker. And the feral predators, a more savage, primitive type with their own appearance. The only known individual is known as the feral predator. Individual groups, factions, and communities of the Yautja are usually referred to as tribes or clans, with the two terms being used interchangeably. Depending on the specific tribe, each may follow slightly different laws and rituals, but most follow a similar code of honour where only dangerous enemies are to be hunted, and killing those who do not pose any threat are deemed dishonourable. Any Yautja who disobeys this code become known as bad bloods, essentially Yautja criminals and outcasts. A few examples of these tribes are the Lost Hunters, the Isolated Clan, and the Dark Blade Clan. The main ruling authority of Yautja Prime are the Council of Ancients, who act as spiritual leaders of the species and provide guidance and structure via the laws they create. The Council is responsible for keeping sacred Yautja rituals and traditions alive, and to also uphold the honour and integrity of the species as a whole, and will ruthlessly destroy anything that sullies that honour. Thousands of years ago, an advanced insectoid alien race called the Amengi invaded the planet of Yautja Prime and enslaved the more primitive ancestors of the Yautja, who were then known as the Hish. The Amengi ruled over the Hish ruthlessly, using them primarily for slave labour, food, and as a means of entertainment, specifically for fighting competitions. However, after becoming soft from centuries of luxury, the Amengi were suddenly subject to a massive uprising led by an unusually strong and intelligent Hish known as Ka'il. Despite their advanced technology, the Amengi were overwhelmed by the rebels and slaughtered. The survivors were themselves enslaved by the Hish, who seized their advanced technology and used it for themselves. Although the story about the Amengi enslaving and then becoming overthrown by their predators isn't really considered canon, I think it would explain how a seemingly primitive acting tribal society would have access to things like energy weapons and interstellar spaceships. But what do you all think of Yautja Prime and the few details we have available about it that I pieced together here for this video? Would you like to see more of it in a future movie, or would you prefer it stayed mysterious? Make sure to let everyone else know what your thoughts are in the comments, then give this video a thumbs up rating if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you aren't already. And if you want to see more, then you can check out another one of my videos here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.